Welcome back. So here we are in another free camper van area. It says here that you can't take out chairs, tables, hanging out clothes. It's considered camping, and it's banned, basically, camping. But there's a few people doing it. So you can see my van is the smallest one here, as usual. I came here yesterday, there was a couple of camper vans here. Doesn't matter what size. That's the water. Yeah, it's all good. So the other cool thing is there's a shopping mall. Well, yeah, shopping mall. Like a hypermarket. Really, I was going to park there, but that dog. It's really cool, but I just, like, from experience, I try to avoid dogs because they bark a lot in the night. Somebody's going to drive up there and think, oh, this is space, and then they're going to see my little van there and probably swear. Yeah, I mean, that's not, see those guys through there? That's actually not allowed. But hey, it's a shame really that, I mean, no one's really doing any harm. So yeah, I'm in Burgos still. So I was going to leave today and kind of head west. I'm just in I'm in two minds what to do really. Part of me is like, get back to the UK, sell the van. Hey, just like mine. But the other part of me is really enjoying this, you know, while the weather's good, and they're going to see my little green van. Yeah, it's kind of tricky one. Well, it's not tricky. I just kind of, you know, I don't have any plans. I just kind of go with the flow. But you know, when you've got like free spaces like this. So I was in Burgos today. Last night I parked. Can't remember if I did a video or not, but yeah, it's a kind of cool spot, a lot closer to the city. Here it's quite a walk, like 2.5 kilometers into the city. So, but we'll walk along this wall, I think, like that lady did. Yeah, the spot last night. So it was paid parking. You could camp there, but it was paid parking between, like, so in Spain it's kind of different because they have the siesta and things close down in the afternoon. So parking generally in the cities, you expected to pay obviously between 10 and 2, and then 4 and 8. So there's 2 hours in the middle. I'm going to cross. I'm going to go over here. Security guard. Yeah, so you normally pay, don't know why, I'm not doing anything wrong. You normally pay for those hours if you're right in the city. But, you know, same with France and Portugal. The only places you pay for parking, it just are basically in the centre of the cities. Beaches. Everywhere else is there's just no, you know, it's just free. You're just free to park basically, and not only does it save money, an annoying 90-minute, you know, time limits and stuff. It also opens up the number of places you can, you know, park and camp. So, although technically some places, you know, it's not officially allowed, but okay, anyway, I'm going in the mall. Gonna have a look around the supermarket, get some stuff for later, and I'll catch you all then. Whoa. Adios. Welcome back into still in the mall. It's quite noisy because Spain is noisy. It's funny, I came here the other day. If you go anywhere like this between those hours of 2 and 4, everywhere's just dead, quiet. I don't think people in Spain really siesta so much. You probably go and have lunch or relax somewhere. But it's completely different. And then at night, it's kind of nice because at night everywhere feels busy and vibrant. Whereas in France, it's like after 5 o'clock, everywhere's dead. So, going to be going in there in a bit. I was just going to talk about Burgos. I was parked last night in the city, and there's like a really cool library, like a really new modern building, huge, free Wi-Fi obviously. I had to ask for a password, but so it's just such a cool setup. This is why I find it difficult to leave this. So I can work for free in a library in the daytime. Sorry, and those people pass. Yeah, I can work for free in the daytime. In libraries are everywhere in Europe, and they're generally they have free Wi-Fi. I actually did a video about libraries on my other channel, workingnomad.com channel. And then you have shopping malls as well. I can work from them. You know, it's just such a cruisy setup. You know, and I'm not paying anything tonight for my accommodation. You know, my basic costs are diesel and eating really. So it's quite a cruisy life and quite hard to give up. So, but ultimately, I do need to get the van back to UK. I don't want to be going back there in the winter and trying to sell it. So, alright guys, I'll leave it there for now. Just going to go hang out over here and check the Wi-Fi before I go get some food for later. Yeah, okay. See you later. Hasta luego, baby. Welcome back, guys. So the police have just turned up. Policia Local, there they are. Don't really want them to see me filming. I think they're going. So it's true, so this guy had like camped out, as you can see, he's putting his stuff away now. I mean, it's kind of fair enough. You know, the rules are up in Spanish and English, and I mean, to be fair, he's not really doing any harm just sitting there, but you know, it's kind of cool. I don't know, I just had a feeling they were going to knock on my door then, but they didn't. So I'm just sat in the van, just chilling, so I'll open it a bit. Got my fly net up, as per usual. No, it's cool though, that they come around and check, and you know, obviously it cements the fact that, you know, it's completely entitled to camp here, even in a small camper van like this. So, you know, it's not an ideal place. It's like, you know, in a city, and there's like, you know, housing estates all around, but it's all good. It's all good for a night. Okay, just a little bit of drama. Not really drama, but that's actually the first time in all the places I've been camping in these kind of places, or free places, that I've actually seen the police. The only other time was one place down, I think where was it now? Somewhere on the Costa de Roda, which is north of Barcelona. I was going to camp somewhere that had kind of mixed reviews about whether you're allowed to or not, and needless to say, I'd kind of parked up and I was just like, I don't think I was ever going to stay there because I just felt uneasy about, it's funny when you find these random, I mean the same goes actually for regular campsites. When you find these regular, sorry, when you rock up to these spots, it's almost like a sixth sense. You kind of like, sometimes they feel right and sometimes they don't. Even with the paid campsite, sometimes you just kind of, I don't know, I've turned up at a couple and just thought, the vibe, I don't know what it is, or if it's too crowded but particularly with free spots, you just kind of get a sense of whether you should be there or not. And like I said, this spot on the Costa Dorada did have mixed reviews, and there was no signs up to say you couldn't, but there was no signs up to say you could. And while I was parked there, within about 5 minutes, like a police car kind of went past slowly and then sped off, and then they came back again about 10 minutes later, and I was like, right, well, along the road, and it's like, right, well, they're kind of looking towards me, and I mean, it was quite early in the evening for all they knew I could have just been parked there because it's just a beach car park. But I was like, no, obviously the reports of people that have been moved on, I mean, the thing is, if you do get moved on, or if you get told to leave, it's generally, that's all it is. I think unless they have specific signs up saying you will be fined €200 or something. But the fact is, do you want to get woken at like in the middle of the night, 2 a.m, and then told you have to find somewhere, literally you're half asleep? And I mean, if anything, it could be dangerous driving kind of half asleep. So anyway, let's drama over. He's packed his stuff away. He was probably going to pack away soon anyway because it's the sunset, but no, I mean, it's you would have seen in the previous video clip, yeah, it's up there in Spanish and English that you shouldn't make this is laid on by the council, which is really cool of them. I mean, they don't have to allow this, and but they don't want it to turn into a campsite with people having awnings out and God knows what, and chairs and tables, and a lot of these camper vans, honestly, they're so big you don't really need any outdoor space. I mean, one could argue that I do because I'm in a I'm in this little van, but I can still cook in here, and I still have everything going on. I'm playing the guitar at the moment, got my guitar lessons on the go. Yeah, you don't really need the outside space, and you just got to be respectful, really. And like a lot of these spots, when people start neglecting them, and particularly like leaving trash and stuff like that, then the councils or whoever just they just put an end to it and say, well, you can't stay here anymore. And it's a real shame because the majority obviously abide by the rules and they don't leave no trace and all this kind of thing, and then there's always a few that kind of spoil it for the rest. But such is life, hey, such is life. Okay, people, well, I just thought I'd bring you that bit of drama. I mean, it's hardly drama, it's hardly going to make the 10 o'clock news, but yeah, that's my first kind of close up to the police. Luckily I wasn't the one they were going to tell off. Okay y'all, catch you on the next video. Hola people, hello, welcome back. I'm in Estella near Pamplona. So I've had a bit of a crap day. We all get crap days. Just nothing major at all, but yeah, it all started off, some basket has stolen my my Volkswagen badge, so that's really annoying. And then I've had a couple of supermarket calamities. I queued up for ages in a Carafal and then realised you have to put like the bread rolls in a special bag depending on how many you have. So I would have ended up paying for 6 when I only had 2, which I wasn't going to do. And the woman wouldn't wait for me, and it's just a bit of a nightmare. Anyway, I'm in another supermarket now. Closer. That was in Logroño, so it's all good. But yeah, that's annoying. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to probably take this off. Yeah. And stick that over there. Because it's just going to annoy me every time I look at it otherwise. I've got another GB sticker anyway in the back. Anyway, yeah, it's all good, doesn't matter, but it's just a bit annoying. Somebody obviously pinched it when I was parked up somewhere yesterday. Okay people, well, I'll catch you on Pamplona.